What's up my people, welcome back. This is Julio Supercharge. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and then hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time we drop a new video. As you can see, I'm seated in one of the best, I'll be short for this, but this is Anganya, and behind me it will tell you which theme we are going with, which is Boombox. So let's start with knowing what we are working with. Boombox came in 2020 there, yeah, and it has been there, and it went to something called, we call it recall. You take it back to be pimped and to be revamped so that it can, be relevant for the longest, and then it will captivate more customers and have a bigger impact in the Matatu culture. So today I will actually denote all the misconceptions about the Matatu culture, and also get to tell you what is interesting in the scene and what's new and what we are working with. So here, the setup at the back, of course you can see some screens. Every seat at the back of it we have 32-inch screen, and they had to shave off some of the volume on the seat so that you can be comfortable. You would think with a 32 screen mounted at the back of the seats would be uncomfortable for you to sit on the other seat, but actually they had to integrate the screens with the seat, so it's like one unit, and actually they shaved off some volume, so when you're sitting you actually dip down and you tuck in your feet under the screen, so it's not uncomfortable. Actually you can even get in with your handbag, ladies, I know. And then we have moldings of Angry Bird theme of speakers on the sides. Of course we have these screens. These are 43 inches and we have 5 of them, and then I'll show you the 65-inch that is facing the passengers. And then here at the back we are working with 4 woofers called Scar. The graffiti on the screen, on the ceiling, the floor is like tiled. You feel that feeling of tiled. And then the seats are really nice. Actually they have some really good pattern. So these are not the seats that it had when it came as new. I say new because like when it gets to the market it's new, but they had to of course change, and it's nice padding, actually good bolsters on the sides. So the seats, they are one unit, like you're sitting with the fellow customer on the seat, and it's nice pattern here. The theme of Boombox is green, so they go with dark green, light green, some edges, and here it's actually written Boombox. So it's written Boombox up here. It's integrated into the seat. It's nice, so when you're enjoying your music, yeah, and viewership, you also get to enjoy, comfort when you're sitting down and you're getting to be ferried from point A to point B. So Boombox plows in the route of Rongai and Nairobi. So it's Rongai, Nairobi, Nairobi, Rongai. So the front seats, the 4 seats here, the configuration is very different. You get to face each other and actually get to enjoy this 65-inch screen. And then we have some nice the windows that are behind these seats, the 2 of them, they have header screens. So these are the screens that go showing people outside what people are watching in the inside. But you can also put like different content on the header screens from what you're watching inside the Matatu. So shall we get to the exterior? Before we get there, you would imagine that you have loads of power that is actually fueling all of these components. You're right, we have 2 batteries that are called limitless, and I'm told that the voltage is higher than the normal battery. the normal battery powers the car, and the alternator is very different. The setup in the olden days, they used to have two alternators that would power the car, and also, you know, the power can be distributed from the car to the other alternator, and then to the setup of the screens and the woofers and the mid-range and all that. So what we have here is a setup that would actually burn a hole in your pocket. We do it regardless because of the love for the javs, for the nganyas, for the manyangas, for the matwanas, whatever you call it. It's the love of the Matatu culture, and here we are. So actually you can tell that I'm raised from the setup where the normal passengers are sitting, and then up here somewhere you have a camera that is taking the feed from the cabin back here to the driver, and I'll get to show you the screen that actually the driver views to see what is going on back here. So when we talk about nganyas, what platform are we working on? Because this is essentially a lorry. It comes on a platform called Isuzu NQR, and it is a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated 5-speed lorry. But in the newer times we have 6 speeds that have turbos, and actually I hear that the name was changed from NQR to Isuzu Max, and this particular one is the olden Isuzu NQR. So it comes as a lorry, so it comes with the cabin and the chassis, and they get to fabricate all this. So all of this is actually fabricated here in Kenya, and it's in a company called KCI. They used to have different companies in the olden days, but the fabrication was very heavy on the car. They used to have, you know, wings and bolsters on the outside and some additional cosmetics, which were very heavy because it was fiberglass and sometimes fabrication of aluminium, guys, aluminium. Yes, and going as far as using sheet metal. So from the inside, we can only do justice if I take you to the outside and show you what we have in the on the beauty of the body and what has been added, what is fresh, and actually we have some quirks and features. So let's go to the exterior and get into the cabin. We call it the cockpit, and get a spin and hear the exhaust. Follow me. So stepping out of the Boombox, and actually it has 2 names. So we have Boombox, but you hear some people calling it Boombox, because as you can tell, we have graffiti showing the olden. It's to give homage to the olden cassette players, the music and the, what do you call it? The music units that used to have, the boombox units that used to have big speakers, you know. Yeah, it's a throwback like that. So let's start with the front, yeah, and you'll understand there's so much going on that actually you even miss the badge or the Isuzu. But I think let's start with the quirk, the number 1 quirk. The number plate has been brought up here. It's supposed to be down somewhere here, but you see what's going on, yeah? So we have LED lights, we have 5 of them. So we have 3 and 1. Actually they are hot. We have another one here. And then the headlights, actually they removed the OEM headlights and we are working with LED headlights, and the face of it actually it's white and it contrasts with the body color. So from the front you think it's a white car, but going to the side you have different colors, and we have all these stickers. So we have Boombox spell out, then stickers here. You think that it will obstruct the driver, but you know, I believe. We are working with side mirrors that are not from this platform. These are side mirrors from Francis, the trucks, the big trucks trailer. So if you can see the length of the side mirror. It's actually really long, and then you have this one here. So the small one gives you the body view, like the view, the blind spots, pun intended. Blind spots, because you can't, when you're up here, you're actually raised, so you can't see what is going on the side, especially this one. That's the driver, you need to do calculations on the side profile and all that. So yeah, so the front, the bumper has been redone, the whole of it. It's actually sitting low. You can tell the distance here. The COG is very low, so you need to be very careful. And then the grill is mesh. I like the touch on that. And yeah, we have this side. It's like a spoiler up here, of course with stickers. And then on the very top, you have a line of LED lights that glow in the night. I hope you can put them on and you understand. I don't know if you can see during the day. So we go to the side profile really quick. So it's fairly very conservative. You don't have, you know, things popping out and things going in and all that, but it's very clean. All this is graffiti. Actually, you be confused on what color you're working with, but a nice touch is this running hood here that has lights. You have these lights here that are very independent, so they are like spaced. Then you have this bar of light that is snake light. So it curves and comes up to here, and then you come to the wheel. Actually, it has this, I had not noticed this, it has this nice, yes, so it's an additional like plate to actually, I think, to just give that look of, you know, contrasting colors. And then the wheel, actually, the rims are really nice. I'm not a fan, but I'm told that visually they are very nice, and they go well with the whole aura of the car. The rim are really nice, and of course this has 6 wheels, so you have 2 here, 2 on the other side, and then single ones at the front. So it's a 6-wheeler, and then it has these additional parts that are not, they're not shouting, but they are elegant in their own element. And then the strip of light continues, and this one lights up white in color, and then the independent ones, they are here. And then we also have another strip here. So you have this snake light that wraps around, and it's tucked in, so it illuminates when it's dark, of course. And I like this design feature. You come to the exhaust that is really wide, and it has an aftermarket exhaust, so it rumbles, guys. It's just a straight pipe. And then we continue with the light situation here. I want to go to the windows. I want to show you. There is a strip of light that wraps around all the exterior windows, and of course the graffiti goes on to actually integrate into the windows. And the light changes colors, I'm told. And then this should be the back window, but I feel like, oh yeah, it should be. So you can see the Matatu down. And then all this is graffiti and art. We put art on everything, guys. On Ganya's, the exterior is supposed to you're supposed to understand the craft of these guys. They go all out. We come to the back, and just as the side profile, nothing dramatic going on, but I would like to point out that the backlights, they've been smoked, so you'd only see when it's lighting up. And I feel like it's warm, so I think it's been lighting up. And then this whole back is a graffiti and all that. Then the bumper, this is where I want us to talk. We don't have this in any other Manyanga, as I know. We have these 2 speakers. We get to put them on so that you hear. So this part with this mesh, and then this part, I know that when the Nganya came out, they were using Marina speakers that are waterproof. I think it's the same setup even now. I hope they didn't change anything. And then we have this gimmick right here with the pipes. We think they're working. Yeah, so yeah, there are 5 of them, and they give that aggressive look from the back, of course. So that is the setup of the back bumper. And then I think we can walk around, and you have 2 winglets on the sides that give that, you know, menacing look. And then you have lights that are lined up here. So yeah, so that's the setup you're working with. And the back window is completely useless because it's all graffiti, guys. You can tell there's no, actually it's very solid. There's no window here. So yeah, so you think they need the back window to actually see when they're reversing, but the vehicle is very big. They don't need. This side, it's almost the same. It's only that the graffiti will be different. You don't have the same kind of graffiti on this side as on the other side. So nothing is structured. And then, as I was saying, you have different graffiti from the left side, and that is the beauty of putting art on the Nganyas. You get to play around with, you know, photos, anime, cartoon, like features, superheroes, all that. So you can, I think you have some few places that you recognize on the side. And then we have the running board, of course. It gives that, you know, aesthetic appeal, and it runs all the way. Of course, with the lighting situation, the snake light here, the one strip of light, and the independent lights. So yeah, so it has all that goodies wrapped up into one. And I told you we have that capacity. So here is where I told you we have the hater screen. So it's on this side and the other side, and also at the door. Actually, yeah, I think I showed you that at the door. And then, yeah, so now we are getting into the cockpit. You get to understand what we have at the front, and take it out on a spin. We won't go far because people and crowds can be crazy. But of course, you see here again the truck mirrors. This is a nice touch, and of course the blind spot mirror, of course. And yeah, that's it. The blinkers, you have them here on the side, and they actually, I think, there are 2 of them actually. So they are not OEM, and there are turn signals, the blinkers and all that, and then you have the step here that we use to get into the gun. Yeah, so we get into the cockpit, get to talk to the driver, and get
started. This is Matatu culture for the Kenyan people. Take me on this Matatu ride, where the tout hails with such endless holds, prying to override the stereo waves. Welcome to my city, Nairobi, where the Matatu culture is full of booming sound systems and intriguing insights. Eastlands is my berry. Introduce me to the gender equality space, where the lady prays, the gentleman prays, all abiding by what duty calls, where status or gender is nullified. Following the barter trade, negotiations poised, acts on casting pulled for the sake of fair reduction. Niaje boss, Nikotuna 50 bob. Eastlands is my bearing. Welcome to my city, Nairobi, where the Matatu culture calls for lip syncing, cause personal conversations are unbearable. Welcome to this land where technology reigns. What's up on What's Up? Journey updates on Facebook status, Matatu trends on tweeted tweets. God knows relations here are wired. Eastlands and Westlands relate. Kabambi user, still gets entertained by gathering watchful eyes, watch the mediocre behind the mediative relations cut out by low batteries, more like stima zimepotea. And for the first time, you're not the neighbor seated beside you barely 20 minutes later. Or when you need change and the conductor seems to be far off, then you realize the need to speak to him or her in need of assistance. Or when your other seatmate takes a sneak peek of your conversation, share in your laughter, only then you notice the presence that which you either embrace or repel in such annoyance. Welcome to my city, Nairobi. Welcome to my Matatu culture, where art doth be embraced. Painters paint their hearts out. Celebrities get their seconds of fame. Musicians get their music on replay. Writers gather thousands of inspirations. Poets showcase their flash mobs. Pedestrians build castles. Thieves polish their art. Pastors with the newest souls. Lovers meet their soulmates. It's intriguing what jam can do. Welcome to my city, Nairobi. Welcome to my Matatu culture. Spontaneous.